How you doing, folks? This is Ron Grovis from Ron's Beers. Got a beer to showcase today from Deutschland. On the other side of the big pond over there in Europe. As you can see, it's Paulaner. It's their Oktoberfest Weisn. I know October has gone by, but I've had this since the Oktoberfest time. And time and other things had come up, the cold winters and work around the house and frozen pipes. So we finally got to get to this Oktoberfest Weisn. Paulaner brews actually two Oktoberfest beers. They brew an Oktoberfest Weisn, M-A-R-Z-E-N. And that basically means, what it means is Weisn in Germany is March. So they brew the beer in March for October on their Oktoberfest Weisn. A little history on this beer. We'll take a look at the can. As you can see, it basically was started in 1634. Basically, Paulaner monks from the Munich Monastery back in 1634 brewed this. I mean, this beer now, that it's modern times and so forth, are brewed once a year and only available while supplies last. Once supplies are gone, that's it for October until next year. Now, this is in English, so you get a chance to read it. This beer is 1 quart, 1.82 fluid ounces. It's a 6 ABV percent alcohol. I couldn't get an IBU on this. I mean, this is the pinnacle of their words now. This is their words. This is the pinnacle of German brewing. It should be, this color should be a deep golden color. Full bodied is what they're saying, which I know all of Oktoberfest beers, even Americans are full bodied. It should be full bodied and wonderfully mellow, with a balanced, kind of harmonious taste and the pleasant fragrance of hops. The hops they use in this are Herkules. I've heard those. I don't know if I had any other beers that had Herkules hops in them, but Herkules, Taurus, and HALLERTAU. I forget the name. HALLERTAU Tradition. I don't really know what they mean by HALLERTAU Tradition. If it's like a heirloom, because we have HALLERTAU and then there's HALLERTAU Tradition. They call it. But maybe it's just like a heirloom type hop. Again, this is at 6% ABV. This is a stronger and bolder than the regular lagers, being an Oktoberfest beer. The malt they use in this is a Munich malt. It's a dark barley malt, and also they use Pilsner malt, which is a light barley malt. So they kind of mix the two malts together, the dark barley malt and the Pilsner malt, which is a light barley malt. So that should make an interesting beer as far as the colors and so forth. I mean, the popularity of Paulaner beer is always extended beyond the city limits of Munich. Munich is a very popular location for beer. Of all the major cities throughout Germany, their main breweries are in their cities. Like when I was in Germany, compliments of the United States Army, for 6 months I lived there. And I was right outside Stuttgart. And their major brewery there was Dinkelacke. I think I got something here. A throwback. Was Dinkelacke beer when I was in Germany. And that is a good beer. But a lot of the German beers go by the purity law, as we all know. And Bavarian way with the beers actually is to make it by just what the basic ingredients are. I mean, the special enjoyment of beer. I mean, highly skilled, this is their words now, highly skilled brewmasters and the famous Bavarian way of life are just a few factors contributing to Paulaner's success, both locally and internationally. So they're trying to basically say it's brewed in Munich, but it gets way outside of Munich. I mean, there's more than they brew more than 2 million hectoliters of beer. Now, I don't know what the hectoliters, how that goes compared to American gallons and so forth. It travels to over 80 countries, this beer, and I believe it. I've seen many advertisements of this Paulaner, and It's basically it's an unfiltered wheat beer in Germany's market lead as far as their wheat beers. And let me go back to this because I want to. If you can read the words, this Golden Oktoberfest is the only beer served in Paulaner Oktoberfest. But if you can read those words, you can pause it and read in the kind of small from my location where I'm sitting. The ingredients, it does say water, malted barley, hops, hop extract. Huh. Okay, I mean, it's the basic ingredients of the purity law. Product of Germany, brewed in Munich, Germany, imported by Paulaner. They have all these companies throughout the world, and they're their importers. And that's the basic purity law. Okay, so with no further ado, let's see what this beer looks like. Get some aroma on it. Get us a glass. Okay, we got a glass here. This happens to be one of my favorite shapes. I'm not going to go with, as you can see back here, when I picked up this beer. Usually my wife picks up 99% of the beers. I picked up, this is the glass that came with it, a big glass, and it came with the beer. But I'm not going to go with filling that up. So I got this glass here. This is one of my favorites from Merrimack Ales. From me and my loving wife visited the brewery up there in Lowell, Massachusetts. The owner gave me this glass, which was nice of him. Okay, with no further ado, let's see what this looks like. Take a look at the top here. So we open it. California cash refund. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. For water vapors, lately I've been hitting it with nothing the water vapor. Yep, I can see the water vapors coming out. It's a big can. I'm smelling the beer now. The maltiness. Yep, smelling it. Okay. Oh, I can smell this beer. Oh, that Pilsner smell. A lot of carbonation. If you can see it. It's truly, it is. It's a golden color. It's that deep golden color that they said. We'll see if it's balanced. The nice head on it. Real nice head on it. Let's get the drone up. Oh, creamy head. That is the creamy head. All white. Going with the Bavarian purity law, what they put in their beers. Wow, that is a good looking beer. Up a little angle on side, folks. Put you on an angle there. Well, that is a good looking beer. That truly is. That is nice. Well, let me get some smell on this. Really, the maltiness is dominating on the smell of this. It's a strong malt aroma that I'm getting. It reminds me when you go visit the breweries, the aroma you get at the breweries, all kinds of smells, but then the last smell is the true beer smell. This is I can't pick up anything on the hops on this. Well, no further ado, the head is nice and creamy head on this. It's gone down a little. All right, no further ado. Cheers. Oh, this is good. This is really a good Pilsner. Typical German. Oh, Very well balanced. The master brewer there is Alexander Futter. I hope I'm not murdering his name. Alexander Futter. Futter. He's the brewmaster there. And what he does... excuse me. I'm drinking. What he does is, from beginning to end, he goes and visits all of the companies that they buy their hops from, all their hops farms. They have a number of hop farms. I think there's something like in the region where he's at, I got 1,000 hop farmers in the region of there. I mean, and of that 1,000, they cultivate 20 different hops. And with the way the German purity laws, they don't change it much on trying different things, and so they stick to their recipes. And so that's why there's only 20 different hops. And I don't know if they're all noble hops under the German rules there, but that whole region of Munich, Germany, is, like I say, 1,000 hop farmers. That's a lot of hops. Because they're saying, what Alexander's saying, a single hop bind, B-I-N-E, a single hop bind is sufficient for 264 gallons of beer. That's a single hop bind. That's bind, B-I-N-E, not fine. Single hop bind. Well, that says, you can see, my head has gone down. Maybe I may have drank it, but should make gulping and slurping. This is a good beer. This can go with a lot of things. I usually don't drink beer and eat many foods, other than the fact of snacks, of potato chips and popcorn, and etc. But this would be going good with a lot of foods. The way it goes on the tongue. It's not harsh. There isn't many alcohol, correction, there isn't an overabundance. There's not many, an overabundance of the alcohol coming out at you on your tongue, having this beer. It's a well brewed beer. I take my hat off to Alexander Futter. It is what they said on their webpage. The golden color of this deep golden color, it's full bodied. It's definitely a full bodied beer. I mean, you can feel it on your tongue. It doesn't look, it looks kind of, well, I was going to say kind of thin, but as I look at the color of it, it gives a lot. You can see this body, the hops have done good. Correction, the malt has done good on the colorization of this beer. It's definitely full bodily. And it's a mellow beer. It's they had said it was wonderfully mellow, and it is. As I've been drinking it, it is a good drinking beer. I mean, it's well balanced. It definitely is well balanced. And it has a good flavor. I mean, hard to explain flavors, but it has a good flavor to it because of that body of the beer. The fragrance is also good. So as you drink beer, it's like when you eat something, the smell is part of what you're eating or drinking. The fragrance of this beer is really good. So, with that said, have an opportunity to pick up a Paulaner from Deutschland. They won't have the Oktoberfest Weisn now. I held on to it for a bit. But they have plenty of other beers, other brews. But I'll wait till next Oktoberfest, and I'll get the both of them. Their Oktoberfest Weisn. Okay, so that said, have a good day, folks. Enjoy the day. Today's Saturday here. Temperature's gone up a little bit, which is nice. It's about 44 degrees. It's real nice, I should say. We can do a lot of work outside. Well, have a good day. Enjoy the day. Do things with the family. Ciao.